Okay, well, welcome to Assassin's Creed in Victorian London. I can't tell you how excited I am by this game. It's tragic. I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed series, but more importantly, I'm very, very interested in Victorian London, social history of London, and the built environment of London. So this is going to be a little walkthrough, not of the gameplay. I'm not very good at shooting and stabbing, but actually a walkthrough of what's been built by Ubisoft for Assassins Creed Syndicate. I wasn't involved, although I do know that the team of developers and historians who did build the game referred quite a bit to my website, victorianlondon.org, and bless them, I'm very glad they did. And so let's start. Where are we? We're in Westminster, Houses of Parliament. A lovely gas lamp there. Let's do a bit of climbing and get some perspective. Up we go. Bear with me, I'm fairly new to this. I think we'll have to... There's probably some clever way I can go up here with a zip wire thing, but... you just have to bear me climbing. Hang on a sec. So, you know, we're scaling Big Ben, like you do. Now, I know from talking to the developers that everything is on a slightly smaller scale than in real life to fit things in the game, so it will probably take you slightly longer to climb to the top of Big Ben, but I guess you can imagine that yourself. Oh, we're on the clock face. That's just marvellous. And look at the decoration there as we go to the top, and let's just see how high we can get. There's the bell. There's the lovely tin surface on the roof. They're not tin. What do you call that material? God, you see, I'm terrible. I know nothing about Victorian then. And look, we're at the top here. Hang on a second. Let's get a view. Oh my gosh, just look at that. So you're looking at the south bank of the Thames there, as it was in the mid-Victorian period, still full of factories, chimneys, breweries, sawmills, tanneries. You know, the festival hall should be over there. The old Greater London Council building should be... No, none of that. It's the original, and it looks marvellous. I can tell you from looking at photographs of the period, that's pretty much exactly what you would have seen. And look at all that river traffic. The river is absolutely full of steamboats, boats of all kinds, coal barges tethered by the side there. Okay, so it just looks amazing, and I'm not saying this because Ubisoft is paying me. I'm just so much enjoying just being in this game. I don't need to go run around and shoot things and kill people and play through. Just being here is amazing. So bear with me. I've now got to try and work out how to get down. Ah, there we go. Okay, jump for it. Oh no, hang on. We didn't get that far. Let's try again. R2L and oh. There we go. Don't try this at home. Right. So I don't know if you could wander around the grounds of Parliament in the Victorian period, but you can in Assassin's Creed. I love it. So look at the river here. You've got the river and steamboats. Steamboats were a major thing in the Victorian period. They were actually cheap passenger boats, twopenny boats, or even penny sometimes, I think, going quickly up and down the river. The river really was a motorway in the Victorian period. So we're running around the Thames now. We could look at the carriages. This is, you know, your handsome cab, isn't it? And how lovely is that? The padding inside, the horse, the guy on the top. I don't know if we can go inside, but we can. I know we can drive them. Hang on a sec. Oh, the humanity. Let's see. Try and do a 3-point turn here. Oh. Sorry, my friend. And we're off. This is just the best thing ever, isn't it? I'm sorry, you know, but it is. So, if you love Victorian London, playing this game can literally just involve driving around in a cab, your own cab. The street furniture can take a few knocks, observed. Oh, no, that one was quite tough. I thought you could knock over much of the street furniture. Ah, there you go. Okay. And we're in Lambeth. Factory land, Lambeth. Railway lines. You know, little market section there. Let's get off here. Let's get off and have a look around. Sorry, cab horse. So, isn't this great? This is a typical Victorian iron and glass covering for a market. Borough Market, think of it like, it's not Borough Market, but think of it like that. And there were lots of these about. I don't know if this is based on a particular accurate market location, but the design is pretty much perfect. And there we have the railway lines, which just look amazing. And I think a station. Which station is it going to be? Waterloo? I don't know. Now, one thing that's interesting about the Assassin's Creed world is that there are some, quote, real stations, for instance Charing Cross, and some that aren't, because the railway lines form a major part of the gameplay. You hide out in your own train going around the rails in Victorian London, and so the designers obviously had to create essentially a circuit, so it doesn't correspond entirely to the railway world of Victorian London. But my gosh, doesn't it look amazing? There's a station clock. That's a great feature. Oh, you can do that. I may not remember how to do this again, but you can do that. And oh yeah, we'll just swing around some beams here. This is not particularly interesting, but look, it's just the meticulous detail. Anyway, let's go down to ground level again. There's no point hanging around up here. Bear with me. And oh, can we drop? I don't know how to drop. This is a bad thing. I'm stuck. Hang on, there must be another way. There we go. Okay, so let's go look at the factories. Again, running down railway lines, probably not the healthiest option. I guess I'd hear a train if it was coming. So here we have some great industrial buildings, the sort of things you can still see in certainly areas like Bermondsey, areas like Lambeth. You still see a few of these old Victorian warehouses. A lot have been converted to offices now or apartments. But this is just, again, the perfect design. The brickwork is great. The colours there, the sort of London bricks, absolutely smashing. And you've got those sort of gantries between buildings. You see those still near Tower Bridge there. You can see those in Butler's Wharf, which connected buildings. They're able to roll stuff between one warehouse and another without going down to the ground level. And we're here on the rooftops again. I'm sorry, I must get off the rooftop, because as much as it's fun to be on the rooftops, you don't actually see much, do you? So let's try and get down. You can tell I don't know the controls. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the factory life is like. In the context of the game, these are hostile areas at the moment, with lots of people who want to kill me, so I have to be a little bit careful. This is early on in the game. I haven't played it through yet. I've spent much of my time just exploring. Look at this lovely old carriage. This is a knackered old vehicle, and look at the dirt on it, and look at the streets. You know, the texture on the roads. These aren't homogeneous cobbles. These are different types of road material, and you have what the Victorians would have called a crossing here, a paved crossing. I'm not sure about the 3 strips. I'm not sure if that's a real thing or not. I guess it was the designers probably took it somewhere. Certainly, you did get these big blocks going across the road, and the idea was to keep you out of the mud. So again, what a lovely detail. And look at the colour here, the sort of patination you're getting on the sort of rusting bits of iron, and the painting on the woodwork. Yeah, I'm a nerd, I know, but it's just impressive. Let's see where we are. There is a map. Okay, so there we are on the south bank of the Thames there. You can see that, Southwark. And let's have a look at some of the buildings. Now this is great. What they've done really well is bring together the older buildings that were in Victorian London, sort of Georgian buildings that were maybe knocked together with wood, temporary buildings that were never meant to last 100 years, but were still loads of them about in the Victorian period. And so you really get this feeling in the poorer districts of these older, you know, virtually medieval buildings, actually some of them I guess, but certainly things that have been knocked together in the Georgian period and earlier. Look at that hole, a literal hole in the wall. And this really does reflect the sort of diversity of Victorian London, from the sort of grandeur of Big Ben and so on to this just amazing streetscapes. Can I run across here? I'm going to try. Hang on. No, badly done. There we go. Okay. So, as you can see, I'm not thinking at all about anything of playing the game and trying to kill people, which I'm afraid is a big part of the game, but I am looking at the buildings. Look at this, and it's just beautiful. Right, let's try and get down to the ground level again, see what else we can find. Oh, I'm being chased. That's no good thing. Can we go down? What's down here? Ah, a tunnel. There are sewers in the game. I've seen sewers before. I will probably try and find those another stage. I love these little industrial bits where certain things are going on, you're not quite sure what. There's a brazier. There's lots of children in the game. You see them playing and doing their thing. There's a child main character. The children sort of help the main characters out, I think, and pass them information and things like that. So here we have one of the factories. The factories are, again, incredible, sort of big flywheel or something going there. I'm not really supposed to be in there at this stage, but we have some bare knuckle boxing happening. Some of the promos I've seen, bare knuckle boxing happening on top of a gas holder. I must find out where that is. And let's go and look at the riverside here. Wow. So, look, the steamboats. Let's see if we can get across. Hang on. Jump. Jump. Oh, just made it. Coal barges, very accurate. Coal barges spend a lot of time moored by the side of the river because all those factories needed power, they needed coal. Now, you can swim in the game, but the beauty of the river is to try and jump it. Let's see. As you go, I'm not very skilled, but whoa. There we go, that's pretty good. What about this one here? Oh, yeah, and is there a steamer coming? There is a steamer coming, it's probably going to mow me down. There we go. Oh my gosh. I'm on the Thames. Oh, go, go! No, too late. Yes! Okay, we're doing well. If I had this when I was age 12, I would have spent even more of my childhood playing arcade games, and that's saying something. Right. Hang on, we're nearly across. Jump, jump. There we go. The excitement of it. See, I can steal cargo. I don't know if I want to do that. Let's not do any violence today. We'll just jump. Now, as many people said, this is like a Frogger type experience on Thames. If you're very old, you remember the arcade game Frogger? This is it, but sort of in 3D. And oh, there we go. Have we nearly made it? I just love the fact you can cross the Thames. There we go. We're on top of a steamboat. And one more time. We're across! Look at this. So you have all this industrial stuff still around the Thames now. It's sort of... oops, I'm in the water. We're in a sort of mid-century here. The notional date is 1868. I think the designers have tried to keep to that as much as they can. But I think some things that were still in flux at the time, so the building of the Thames embankment, for instance, you know, there's only so much that can be done in the game. But this certainly captures the riverside feel of Riverside London. I think it's just marvellous. I'm going to stop using words like marvellous and amazing, but it is marvellous. Okay, I'm going to go to see if I can get to the top here. Can I get to the top? There we go. Have a little look. There's St Paul's. I think in the next clip we'll wander towards St Paul's. But that's me signing off for now, but I'll be back. Don't worry about it. There we go.